Ripple just minted billions of dollars worth of its own stablecoin, RLUSD. Banks are circling it, regulators are clearing the path for it, and every headline is asking the same question: how big can Ripple's dollar get? But that's the wrong question, because a dollar, even a perfect, regulated blockchain dollar, doesn't actually do anything just sitting in a wallet. The real question nobody is asking is, who makes that dollar move? Who delivers it per second to the people who earned it? And the answer, quietly, is Zebec. Now, before you assume Zebec and Ripple are competing, they're not. This might be one of the most overlooked pairings in all of crypto. Let's break this down. To understand what's happening, we need to be clear about what RLUSD actually is, because Ripple built it brilliantly. RLUSD is a stablecoin, a digital dollar, fully backed, fully regulated, designed to be the unit of value moving across Ripple's rails. Think about why that matters. For years, the knock on crypto payments was volatility. You can't pay a worker in something that swings 20% overnight. RLUSD solves that. It's a stable, compliant, institution-ready dollar that lives on a blockchain. That's the money. Ripple is building the money and the rails to settle it between institutions. But here's the thing about money. Money is a noun. It just sits there. A dollar in your account is potential. It doesn't become real until it moves, until it reaches someone, until it gets paid out. And that's the part Ripple is not building. This is the critical distinction almost everyone misses, the hidden friction point in the future of money. We see a shiny new digital dollar like RLUSD and assume the hard part is over. But issuing a stablecoin and actually distributing it are two completely different worlds, two fundamentally different problems. Issuing the dollar is a treasury and settlement challenge. It's about minting, backing it one-to-one with safe assets, and ensuring it can be settled instantly between massive institutions like banks and exchanges. That's a capital-intensive, highly regulated space. And companies like Ripple have absolutely nailed it. They've built the bedrock, but that bedrock doesn't have any roads leading to the people who need to get paid. Paying that dollar out, continuously, to 65,000 individual workers, each with unique rules, tax codes, and benefit deductions, all while maintaining perfect compliance in real time. That is a distribution problem, a payroll problem. It's a challenge of immense complexity, not of capital. And right now, even the most advanced stablecoin on Earth still gets paid out the old way, in rigid, infrequent batches. Once a pay period, it's forced through the same 1970s financial plumbing that has always sat between a company's treasury and a worker's wallet. Think about that disconnect. You can have the most modern, programmable 21st century dollar ever created, but the moment it needs to reach an actual human being, it hits a wall. It falls back into the slowest, clunkiest, most inefficient part of the entire system. The dollar's brand new. The pipes we use to deliver it are ancient. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a fundamental bottleneck that throttles the true potential of programmable money. So, how does Zebec fit into Ripple's ecosystem? This is where the picture comes into sharp focus, and it's crucial to get this right. Let's be precise about what Zebec is, and what it isn't. In a world saturated with stablecoin projects, it would be a strategic error to simply launch another one. Zebec is not a stablecoin. It is not trying to issue a competing dollar, and it is absolutely not trying to replace RLUSD. That's the fundamental mistake people make when they hear two payment projects. They see competition where they should see collaboration. They're looking at two distinct, essential layers of a modern financial stack and confusing them for the same thing. One layer creates the asset. The other gives that asset velocity and utility. Zebec is the distribution layer. Think of it as the intelligent plumbing for the new financial world. It's a real-time, programmable payroll engine. This engine takes a stable, compliant dollar, any compliant dollar, including Ripple's RLUSD, and makes it liquid. It streams it directly to the worker, per second, the moment it's earned. This isn't just about getting paid faster, it's about programmable money. Imagine your salary streaming into your account, while simultaneously, portions are automatically streamed to pay taxes, fund your 401k, or build your savings. The old system is a paycheck delivered every 2 weeks, like a bucket of water dropped off at your door. It's a system built on delay and inefficiency. Zebec is water flowing from a tap, continuously, ready to be directed wherever you need it, whenever you need it. And this isn't a theoretical model on a whiteboard. Zebec is already battle-tested, streaming payroll to 65,000 workers today. So picture the full machine, working in perfect concert. Ripple, the institutional-grade issuer, mints the dollar. RLUSD, the asset, makes it stable, regulated, and compliant. And Zebec, the distribution engine, takes that dollar the last mile, streaming it in real time with full programmability to the human being who actually earned it. Ripple builds the dollar. Zebec makes the dollar flow. That's not competition, that's a stablecoin and its indispensable distribution engine. Because in the digital economy, a dollar that can't flow is just a static number on a screen. It has a price, but no real-world velocity. Together, they create a dollar that truly works. Now here's where it gets interesting, because this is the part smart money is quietly watching. Everyone is racing to issue stablecoins. Ripple has RLUSD, Circle has USDC, banks are minting their own. PayPal has one. In 2 years there will be a dozen credible digital dollars. Issuance is becoming a commodity. There will be many dollars, but there will be very few engines that actually distribute those dollars to people, at scale, in real time, with compliance built in. That's the bottleneck. And bottlenecks are where value concentrates. This is the asymmetry. The market is pricing the dollar issuers, Ripple, Circle, the banks. Almost nobody is pricing the layer that turns those dollars into actual income for actual people. A stablecoin with no distribution is a warehouse full of money with no doors. Zebec is building the doors, and 65,000 workers are already walking through them. And this brings us to the most important distinction. Ripple is infrastructure for the dollar itself, minting it, backing it, settling it. Zebec is infrastructure for the people that dollar is meant to reach. One creates the money, the other delivers it. They are not fighting over the same customer. Ripple's customer is the bank. Zebec's customer is the worker. They sit on opposite ends of the exact same dollar. So when you hear Zebec versus Ripple, understand the framing is wrong. The real question isn't whose dollar wins. It's, once the dollar exists, who streams it to the world? And the project sitting in that seat, with real workers already on the rails, is Zebec. So why does this matter for you? Right now. Because the market is still pricing Zebec like a small payroll project, while the thing it's actually building is the distribution layer for every regulated stablecoin coming to market. Think about how revolutionary this is on a human level. Instead of waiting 2 weeks for a paycheck, imagine your salary streaming into your wallet every single second. You could pause it, redirect it, or use it as it accrues. This isn't just a convenience, it's a fundamental shift in financial access, turning static paychecks into liquid, programmable cash flow. Zebec's compatibility with compliant dollars like RLUSD makes this a reality for regulated markets today. 65,000 workers are already on the platform. Now let's zoom out to the total addressable market. Every dollar RLUSD wants to reach a human, every USDC paycheck, every stablecoin wage that currently dies in batch processing. That's not a niche. That's the payout layer for the entire stablecoin economy. This isn't hopium. It's a structural gap with one project already standing in it. The economic moat here is powerful. As more employers adopt streaming payments, more employees demand it, creating a network effect that's incredibly expensive for competitors to overcome. Zebec's revenue isn't just a simple fee. It's a multi-layered model built on per-stream fees, treasury yield sharing, and compliance services. They don't just move the money, they build the value-add services around it. Of course, there are risks. What about regulation, network latency, or high gas fees? Zebec is tackling these head-on. By focusing on fully compliant stablecoins, they align with regulators. By building on efficient L2s and sidechains, they mitigate latency and cost. And their roadmap shows a clear path forward, with planned integrations into major HR systems and neobanks to accelerate adoption. When the market stops pricing dollar issuance as the prize and starts pricing dollar distribution, that's the re-rate. So this was never Zebec versus Ripple. Ripple builds the dollar. Zebec makes it flow. And the layer that turns a stablecoin into real income is the one almost nobody is watching yet. If this reframed how you see the stablecoin race, hit subscribe. Deep dives drop every Wednesday and this story is just getting started, and tell me where you stand. Comment one phrase, mint the dollar or move the dollar. Which layer wins 2026? Because in crypto the biggest opportunities usually look confusing right before they make sense.